You probably have too many interests. At least that's what it feels like. You pick up something new, you go hard on it for a while, and then something else catches your eye, you get distracted, and you're off to some new adventure. Meanwhile, everyone seems to be going deep on one thing and one interest. The jack of all trades, master of none line lands like an insult if you've heard it enough times and if you think about your personality in that way. But what most people don't know is that there's more to that quote. That's not the whole quote. The original goes, Jack of all trades, master of none, though oftentimes better than master of one. The second half makes a huge difference. So that's the thing with multi passionate people like us. We tend to miss this idea that, like, every domain that you've dabbled in, every sprint of researching something, every journey over here where you've gone and like studied architecture or uh, tarot or horoscopes or ancient Japanese history, or whatever it is, you've maybe dabbled or you've gone deep into it and it gave you something. You have a set of concepts, you have vocabulary, you have a new way of seeing problems, and you've been like stacking these Lego blocks. You get a bunch of different Lego blocks from all these different places. You haven't been stacking them yet. You have them, and then you are able to stack them in different ways to create something really cool. Most ideas don't come from going deeper in one area. There's a concept of T-shaped, where you can go really deep into a topic, or you can go broad into a bunch of different topics, or go laterally. And so most of the original ideas don't come from going deep, but they come from someone who knows enough to study two or three different things about, a bunch of different topics, and then see a connection between those. And usually that's something that nobody else noticed because they don't have those like knowledge bases to pull from. And that's where geek psychology came from too. It's personality type and role-playing game systems, World of Warcraft, other video games, self-development, and I just like found a way to match them or to mash them together. None of this would have happened if I didn't have expertise or knowledge in all of those different studies. And the cool thing about AI, personally, I know people have their opinions on it, and that's fine too. But the thing about AI that I like is it speeds up that loading phase. I can spend hours and hours and days, years coming up with new ideas and new connections. Or I can take a domain, any new domain that I like, and I can ask it to break down into the core components of it, use the Pareto principle, break it down into what is the most meaningful um, like points, right? The first principles or the foundational ideas. And then I can use those things that make everything make sense, right? The base core knowledge that you need from that domain. And I can understand those faster, right? I can get oriented faster. And once you get oriented with the topic and the subject, then you can bring in your own pattern recognition behavior. You can say, oh, it's kind of like this thing. Oh, it's kind of like that time where I went to Korea and this thing happened, and like, oh, okay, I get it now, right? You can start using this ideational glue to connect things together. You start spotting what fits and what makes sense. And then from there, you can, again, you can use AI to get that process faster instead of going out and studying a bunch of books and finding all these core principles or going like looking through the table of contents of a bunch of different books and finding like, oh, well, all of these books talk about the same thing, right? And then you have the core principles, but you can do that with AI too to get you started. And AI will surface that for you. And then you can bring in your own knowledge. You can bring in your own real connections and say, actually, this isn't like this. You're mistaken about that. Or I think that this and this is a really good connection. Like those two kind of spark some interest in me. And so the discernment doesn't come from AI. It comes from you and your expertise and everything that you've learned and accumulated. But you're able to get started faster by learning a new domain through the first principles and the Pareto principle. The 20% that makes the 80% all make sense. It's like you've been putting all this knowledge, all these points in your skill tree of knowledge. You have a bunch of different skill trees that you can go into, and you've been dabbling, putting some points over here and putting some points over here into this tree and this tree over here. And there was never the ability to quickly and cleanly and easily connect those. Now, thinking is great. Going for walks and coming up with new insights and connections is great too. But me personally, and my extroverted intuition as an INFP is like, just give me more ideas. I can generate more ideas and I still want more and more and more connections. And I want to have it in front of me so I can use it as a springboard to connect new ideas, new concepts, and then just like surf on all of those awesome ideas. Well, your scattered interests aren't a problem. The problem is not having the ability to quickly connect those interests and then create something out of it. Once you get it out of idea space and you get it in front of you, you've made a thing, you've manifested it, you've created it, then you can actually do something with it. I love coming up with new ideas. I love all the different new possibilities I can think of. But there's a difference between ideas and then passing this rendering line where you've actually created it in the outer world and you can share it with other people. You can stress test it. You can explain it to somebody else. You can say, I made this diagram. Do you understand it? Oh, you don't understand it? Okay, well, I can like adjust some things, or maybe I need to explain things a little more. You can get more like crispness with your ideas. And that's really helpful because once you have that, then you can also branch off from there into all these new different possibilities. And that's where all the fun is. It's way more fun to create these new possibilities. It might not seem like it. It might seem tiring, but from my experience, it's great. The new possibilities, you make a video or you start a new project, you start writing a book and you actually finish it and you share it with somebody else, and then it's there, it's alive, it's moving in the world. And that's great. The gem that I made for geek psychology and for that whole ecosystem has ended up being one of my favorite things that I've created in the recent days, even though I've like made so many different things. So AI made it look good, and that was really helpful. But what actually I got out of it was clarity. I got clarity of thought. I was able to work through my ideas and build something that I can share with other people, that I can share to help understand my own thinking more, as well as to give it to them and help improve their lives in some way too. This whole topic comes from a newsletter post that I made in my self-development with AI Substack newsletter. You can check it out in the links below. There's a big master prompt that goes through how to combine these different domains. You got an idea, you want to learn about, investing, and it helps you come up with your knowledge. It helps you elicit your knowledge, and then it brings you the core principles, and then you come up with another domain, and it starts helping you make connections. It's not giving you all the connections, although it could do that, but it's saying like, here's some ideas, here's some springboards. What do you think about these? Or did you notice anything else? Or what does this one make you think of? So you're actually still using your mind in order to come up with these connections that are meaningful to you. So if that's something that you like, you can check out the link below. And I'm just curious, what have you created in the recent days that it's like a combination of like wild, different random elements? I love hearing about all these different beasts, these monsters, these like Frankenstein's monsters that we've created from like disparate concepts. It's a lot of fun. Good luck, have fun. Peace.